first time Sarah's father looked me dead in the eyes and called me a potential vessel, everyone at the dinner table smiled like he'd just told a harmless joke. But something in my stomach tightened so hard I almost dropped my fork. For the first few months of dating her, I genuinely thought I'd gotten lucky. She was smart, affectionate, beautiful, and intensely devoted to her family in a way that felt rare. She called her mother every morning, spent every weekend at their compound-style property outside town, and constantly talked about unity and purifying negative energy. I ignored the weirdness because I loved her. Then the rituals started. Every family dinner somehow turned into hours of candlelit chanting led by her father, Marcus, who everyone referred to as the guide, with a level of reverence that made my skin crawl. They'd sit in a circle asking invasive questions about my finances, childhood trauma, career ambitions, even whether I'd ever felt detached from mainstream society. Whenever I hesitated, Sarah would squeeze my hand under the table and whisper, "They're just trying to know if you're ready." Ready for what? She never explained. Over time, she became more aggressive about pulling me in, sending me books about abandoning individual identity, and suggesting I distance myself from my own parents because they carried toxic conditioning. Then came the retreat. She told me it was a peaceful mountain getaway, but the second we arrived at the isolated cabin compound, I realized I'd made a massive mistake. Phones were collected at the entrance. Everyone wore identical white clothing. Doors locked automatically from the outside after dark. During nightly sessions, they blasted low-frequency music while members confessed secrets in front of the group, crying as Marcus lectured about breaking the ego before rebirth. On the second night, they handed me a document titled Commitment Alignment Contract, requiring financial contributions, full loyalty to the collective, and permission for spiritual oversight of future children. That's when panic finally overpowered denial. I waited until everyone fell asleep, grabbed my keys from a locked office drawer, and drove 6 hours straight home while Sarah called nonstop, leaving voicemails swinging between sobbing apologies and threats that I was throwing away salvation. Days later, she admitted the truth. Her family had been recruiting romantic partners for years to expand the group's wealth and influence. But the part that still keeps me awake is what I found after blocking her. Dozens of anonymous online posts from former members describing disappearances, financial fraud investigations, and one chilling sentence repeated over and over again: "Nobody leaves the collective peacefully."